One of the most common questions I'm asked by clients is about the foundation. It comes up pretty well with everybody. Is the foundation okay? As a matter of routine, I always measure the level of the foundation and I give them an idea. Is it within 1 inch, 2 inches, etc., etc.? And if I think it requires closer attention, I recommend they engage a structural engineer. But as a realtor, you can also look at a house before you even take somebody there, your client, and actually find out if there's any likelihood that there's going to be a foundation movement found.
You might want to look for telltale signs of foundation movement in houses before you actually show a client. It could save you a lot of trouble, especially if the client, as is often the way, is very, very concerned about foundation movement. You can see here in this video we've got a crack in the foundation, and that's just one piece of evidence that the ground around here is moving. It's not uncommon, and just because the crack's there doesn't actually mean to say the house is going to fall down. It's not going to. It's very common because we have these expansive soils. But having found a crack like that in the foundation, this is very easy to see, this particular one, you can then look for other telltale signs. For example, this is a window. It's about 4 or 5 feet from the actual crack in the foundation, and you can see here there's a crack, and it emanates from the actual window corner. That's where the stress is relieved. It's a stress reliever, and it goes down the wall towards the foundation, and you can see it's making its way right the way down here till it reaches the foundation. That is a typical reaction to the foundation moving. So we've now got 2 indications that there is foundation movement. The next thing to do is to go and look at a window on the opposite side of the house. So we're now directly opposite that crack, and yes, lo and behold, here is a crack here. It's running down, and it runs along the wall, and then can you see it goes right the way down to the foundation. Now this crack has been here for a long while. How do I know that? Well, if you look here, you can see somebody's tried to fill it. And also, the actual mortar, this edge here, is not sharp. It's been worn away by the weather. Having found some cracks outside, the next thing to do is go inside the house and look for a sticking door. Of course, I've already looked inside this house and I found a sticking door. And it's here in the bathroom. Very typical, it's the bathroom. And look, this door doesn't close properly. It sticks at the top. You see that? So that indicates movement inside the house, and then we simply look for cracks, and the requisite crack in this building is actually at the top of the stairs. We go up to the top of the stairs and we will see we have a crack coming across the ceiling. So we can conclude that this building is moving. Is it a problem? Well, I'll let you into a secret. This is actually my house, and I'm not that concerned about it.
So, to summarise, looking for foundation movement, it's pretty straightforward. You go outside the house and you look around the foundation. First look is the cracks. Most times you're not going to find cracks. That's the truth of it in the foundation. Where you'll find cracks is in the walls, normally emanating from the windows down to the foundation, but sometimes from the foundation up. Then you go inside the house. Are there sticking doors? Is there cracks in the sheetrock? And all of that will bring you to a conclusion. Yeah, it's likely or not there are movement in that house. Is it a concern? Well, pretty 90% of every house, all the houses I check, have movement. And there's movement in the sheetrock, cracks, there's cracks in the walls, not often cracks in the foundation, but sometimes there are. And are they bad houses? Nah, no they're not, they're fine. It's just that is part of living in this part of the world. We have expansive soils, and it just points to the importance of keeping the soil around a foundation irrigated so it's damp and it actually holds the foundation in place.